Ursus Premium.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. Today I have got a beer from the epicenter of great brewing that is Romania. And if you believe that, you fucking believe anything. This is the Ursus Premium beer. I really haven't got high hopes for this. I've just tried the Vodka beer from Poland. That was just mediocre. And this stuff, well, I really don't think this is going to be a good one. I don't know what it is. Round the corner, they've got a whole host of Eastern European beer. And I'm lucky that they do Budvar, and they can get Budvar, and that's available around there. That is my fridge filler. But this stuff, and when I say I'm lucky, they do Budvar in cans, and they do it cheap, and they do it cheaper than the supermarkets. They do 4 500ml cans for £6, 6 330ml cans. Work that one out. That's 3 cans. That works out to 3 cans. That's dearer. That's £6.35 in Morrison's. So Morrison's, you're taking the fucking piss. Anyway, we're not talking about Budvar now. We are talking about Ursus Premium from Romania. Now, I've only ever tried one beer from Romania before. That came from around the corner as well. That was from a brewery called Timisoara, or was it Timosaurus? That sounds like a fucking dinosaur, doesn't it? I think it's Timisoara. And I think the reviews on the channel, that was fucking, I think that went down a sink. And I think this one's going to go the same way, to be honest, because they are two of the same breweries. The Timosaurus beer, or Timisoara, I should have fucking researched that, shouldn't I? They're from the same umbrella company, which is Ursus. And of course, Ursus are owned by Asahi. Now, Asahi also own Fuller's. So, read into that what you will. They were originally owned by, I think, Saab Miller, South African Breweries Miller. And I think they were bought off of them by Asahi in, I think, 2017, or was it earlier? I think it was earlier. That shows how fucking enthusiastic I am about this beer. However, there's conflicting stories about when this says it was founded in 1878. I think the brewery can actually trace its, not the Ursus brewery, but the umbrella brewery that this was from can trace its brewing roots back to the 1700s. 1718, in fact, when I think it was Prince Eugen of Savoy. After this, I think it was after the Spanish War of Succession, he opened up. He was one of the richest generals. He was one of the most competent generals in the 1700s, along with Marlborough, and they proved that during the Spanish War of Succession. Back then, generals would become very wealthy for winning battles, and of course, Prince Eugen was very, very fucking successful. So he accumulated a lot of wealth, and one of the things he did, he opened up a few breweries, and the one in Romania was one of them. And this one was the one he opened up in Timisoara, I think that's how it's pronounced, and that's where the main brewery is. But I'm fucking treading water here because, I don't know, I'm just not enthusiastic about it. Maybe I should be a little bit more enthusiastic about it, but the website, again, it's just another fucking... Oh, it's just this corporate bollocks about how sustainable they are and all that, which is important, don't get me wrong, it is important. But why don't you talk about the beer? Talk about what ingredients you're putting in there and your brewing process and all that. But no, they just want to fucking virtue signal about how fucking green they are. Yawn, let's try the beer out before I start going into a rant. Before we try it out, let's give you the fucking skinny on what's going on here. Right, 500ml can. Where's the ABV? Come on, don't fucking let me down. It's 100% malt. Wow, 100% malt. I'm not fucking joking, that's what it says. It says 100% malt. Oh, maybe they mean they haven't put any adjuncts in it, like maize or fucking wheat or anything like that. I get it now. In the words of Husker Du, I apologise. Two hops, I'm assuming that is. What the hops are, I do not fucking know. Probably hop extract or hop oil or whatever. Product is pasteurised. Product of Ursus Breweries. Blah, blah, blah. And that's it, no ABV. Where is the fucking ABV, you fucking shithouses? Oh well. Again, I didn't do my research, so I should know that. Oh, 5%. There you go. In tiny little letters on the side. Oh, Christ. Give me strength. Let's get it home. Let's see what's going on. I'm sorry if I don't feel very enthusiastic about this beer, but I do remember the other stuff, the Timisoara. And that went down the sink. And I have a funny feeling this is going to go the same way. I would love it, I'd fucking love it to be pleasantly surprised. Somehow, I don't think I will. That looks really pale and insipid. It looks like fucking dishwater. Look at there's virtually no carbonation in that whatsoever. You see that? The head is pure white. Oh. More sweet corn nastiness. And that's really strong. A really strong smell of sweet corn is not a good fucking sign. Oh, this could be one of the shortest beer reviews on the channel. This looks fucking horrendous. Oh, that looks like cheap supermarket beer. The sort you get for 30p in Aldi's. Oh, that sweet corn smell, it's really pronounced. Really, really pronounced. And just in case you're wondering, that smell is a chemical compound called dimethyl sulfide, or DMS as it's known. And it's pretty nasty. And you tend to find that in beers that have been left when they've finished the boil, they've let it sit around. The way to get rid of it is to actually rapidly cool down your boil after boiling, or cool down the mash after boiling, and that gets rid of a lot of that flavour. And it just looks like they haven't done that here or in this beer. But it's really strong. You can get that, and I've had it before in a few beers, but never as strong as I've had it in there. Oh well. Well, I think nothing else remains but to fucking give it a go. Wish me luck. Bottoms up. Oh, that is just sweet. That's got brewing syrup in it, and that ain't good. Oh, that aftertaste is disgusting. It's a cross between like sweet artificial malt, if you can gather that, and not in a good way. This really isn't good. No, that's fucking bad beer. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, that aftertaste. It's got a really strong aftertaste as well. But when you've got a strong aftertaste, you would hope it's nice. And this isn't fucking nice at all. Christ almighty. How do people drink this fucking crap? It's not good. That is not fucking good at all. It's a cross between what I can get out of it. It's cheap malt with some sweet brewing syrup that's been added to it, and the two have mixed together. And on the palate, it's not very nice. But the aftertaste is just, oh, it's fucking not good at all. You would have to drink this at a really, really, really cold temperature to block that out, because as it stands now, this isn't good beer, he says as he takes another fucking sup of it. I don't like it. That is cheap and nasty beer, brewed by a company that just doesn't give a fuck. They probably think, fuck it, the people of Romania and fucking mugs who go round the corner, like me, to the supermarket and buy this, will fucking just lap it up. And I won't. I refuse to drink this shit. I've just paid, I think that was about, I think it was 150 or 160 a can. And I feel cheated now. Well, I don't feel cheated. What are you talking about, you silly fucking twat? You knew what you was getting into.
Shayna, they bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
This is a macro brewer. They brew beer on a huge scale. And I would wager that the people from Romania, if they know anything about beer, wouldn't be fucking drinking this crap. Because that is fucking bad. This is the equivalent of, I don't know, Skull from the 1980s. Do you remember that stuff? Fucking hell. Or Royal Dutch. Christ, I don't know who the fuck brewed that. That was horrible stuff. Even as a kid. And I remember, fucking hell, I must have been about 8 or 9 when I drank that Royal Dutch. And even then I knew it was fucking horrible stuff. This is just fucking shit. Fucking rubbish. Oh, are you getting the message? Are you getting the message that I don't like this beer? It's fucking crap. It really is. It's got an even worse smell now that it's warmed up slightly. What the hell is that? That's just nastiness. That is pure nastiness. It's a mixture of that sweet corn. It's like burnt malt, even though you're not getting this in the flavour, and some kind of, I don't know, like sweet, horrible, sickly syrup. Oh, it's not good. I'll take one last mouthful to confirm that this is a massive pile of shit. Now, this is on a par with that Saint Omer shit that I tried recently. Honestly, if this was the only beer left in the world, I could quite easily give up drinking. That's how fucking bad that is. The vodka that I've just tried, it's a lot better than that. I thought the vodka stuff was poor. Well, I wouldn't say poor, but very, very mediocre. Fuck me. That takes the cake for being dog shit. It's one of the worst beers I've tried. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the verdict on Ursus Premium? Well, that is a premium pile of shit. I urge you not to fucking buy this. Don't make the mistake I made. I don't know why I do it. Well, I do know why I do it. It's just to rant, isn't it, really? Because you're never going to get a good beer from brewers like this, are you? If I can get it round the corner, it's rare. It is rare that I pick up a beer. Not unknown, but it's rare that I'll get a decent beer from these Eastern European brewers. Now, some of the darker beers that are around there from the Eastern European brewers aren't too bad. I've had a couple of good ones. But the lagers, they just... And I've always said this, lager is a real test of how good a brewer you are. Because I've yet, as I keep saying, with a couple of exceptions, 2 exceptions, the Sam Smith's and the C84 Brewery, I've yet to see a decent English brewer do a lager. Maybe there's 1 or 2 of the craft brewers that do a reasonable lager, but they're very, very few and far between. As for the pilsners that people are brewing, I mean, they call them pilsners. They're nothing of the sort. If you look at the Cloudwater Pilsner, they put American hops in there. What the fuck are you doing? I'm not going to go into that. That's going to take me down another ranting road, isn't it? But this stuff, it's fucking rubbish. I'm giving that a 1 out of 10. And I'm being fucking very generous giving it that. That's going to go down the sink. I wouldn't even fucking... What could I do with that? I ain't got no sausages to boil. I'd boil my sausages in that. But I ain't got none. So that is, unfortunately, going to go down the sink. I should put them in a fucking... I should put all this bad beer in a bottle, shouldn't I? And just funnel it into a bottle. And then when I'm ready to do some sausages, just boil it up in that. Oh, fucking hell. Why do I bother? But this is, yeah, it's rubbish. Don't bother. 1 out of 10, not recommended. And remember, I'm drinking that shit, so you don't have to.